When you live on the bleeding edge of one blade or another, you either learn to balance quickly, or you slip and that edge goes straight up your cunt. More than ever, I believe we find ourselves at the precipice of something entirely new. As I watch the continual lashing death throes of the old guard broadcast media, with companies like the Wall Street Journal and The Guardian describing their attacks on new media figureheads as punching up, more and more people are traveling to the internet and onto YouTube to hear the news from a more reputable, trustworthy source. Those trustworthy sources will become harder to find, however, as the extents of YouTube's restricted mode and Twitter's suspension and shadow ban policy become further exposed to light. And that concerns me. What concerns me more, however, is just how much I need this entrepreneurial business venture right now. As became very public a few days ago, I am persona non grata in the programming industries. And even if I wasn't, I don't have the health to go through what we've seen Colin Moriarty and others like him experience of recent. I've only barely got the health for programming and maintaining a YouTube channel of unpopular perspectives and this irritating voice. But I most certainly won't be giving up. No. Like always, it might get tough, but when it does, I'm gonna get creative. With Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all of these old guard, new media sites going in the same direction as broadcast media, with the deliberate hiding of information for the sake of political correctness or social justice. I don't think I've ever been in need of your help, my audience, more. In order to continue developing a brand and infamy-based career, I'm going to have to reevaluate all of my social media outlets and how I use them, as well as what other social media outlets are available for me to use in my continuing efforts just to be heard. Doing this research, of course, is going to leave me with a lot of information about, well, how these systems work, what is best, how these messages are produced. And just because I'm looking into new places doesn't mean I'm going to leave YouTube. Not at all. It does, however, mean that it and Twitter are no longer going to be my central locations wherein you can find me. I'm developing a website for myself, an application, something between an anti-social network, a blog, and a social media publications dashboard. And it will serve as the bot I use, once it is functional, to manage all my video uploads, disperse my messages to all the social networks with appropriate formatting for each specific site, and decentralize myself from these corporate data silos, so that I may benefit from their existence right up until the moment my opinions are too controversial to be aired on that website any further. No harm, no foul, and the video is still available on my site, as well as whatever other video hosting service I choose to use. This is where you, my audience, really come in, though. Some of you are YouTubers. Some of you are prolific Twitter personalities. Some of you are just infamous friends of friends who happen to know all the right people. So please ask yourself, ask the YouTubers, ask the Twitter users, why do we allow these corporations the power to delete or hide what we have to say, when technology is at a point where those companies need only be one of dozens of places your videos and messages could end up, all from the comfort of your own website? The time has come to stand on our own domains and take back choice for our audiences. The choice to see what Twitter or YouTube might consider too offensive to investors and children. The choice to receive the data they want in the way that they want. And the choice to bypass the social networks altogether, should they so please. The time has come for a new tool to be used on the internet, not something that is owned by someone else and permitted for you to use, but something that is your own. Yeah, it's not zero budget, but how long did we expect that to last? No, we have to make something. So I'm going to make it open source. And I'm going to make it with all the bells and whistles you didn't even know were possible because the information is hidden in an API somewhere, and no one uses it publicly. And I'm going to make it easy to use, so that everyone can make themselves heard. Everywhere. And everything just comes back to them. Not their YouTube page, not their Twitter account. Them. If this is a tool you think you would be wanting to use, I beg of you, please support the Indiegogo campaign. This is going to be a large undertaking, and I'm not honestly asking for that much. It'll be probably a month's worth of work and code for me, and it'll all be available on GitHub for you to watch as I develop the code. But if you would like to see this become a thing, please consider supporting the Indiegogo, and if you can't, please send this to any content creators you know who you think would benefit from an application that served as a central location for them to spread themselves out across the internet. Thank you for listening. Mwah.